for that.
Flacco to throw again on second down. Catch left side here by Aiken. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Brashad Perriman, 30 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, let's pivot for a second. Before the game, you and I were discussing the game's over in London, and this past Monday, the game down in Mexico City. The whole international series, what have you thought of the concept?
Well, I think the concept is a terrific one in terms of spreading the game to places that we haven't really been before and trying to get a foothold and an anchor. I think players like the cultural aspect of it of, hey, being in a different spot and, wow, these people really receive us. But let's face it, this game in Mexico City, I think the NFL wants to make it an annual, and I think that they probably will.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Roberts with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, 53 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played, the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They go play action here on 1st down. Finding time.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
All right, here we go.
Now after the INT, it's Carr going up top. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. On the return, the old reliable Devin Hester, the veteran. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Second down following the run. Flacco off play action. And hauled in by Pitta. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And that'll be good for Baltimore first.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Once more, it's Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help him at contract time. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker Justin Tucker out onto the field. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer
this time?
Get a little closer. Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Second down, Flacco now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On the toss, there goes West. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Flacco here on 2nd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They come out here in the eye. On 1st down, Flacco. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. And they hit him as he throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
That was second down run for Murray. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on 3rd. They'll run here. It's Murray. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Marquette King now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar
I was
situation.
going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Carr going to look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Carr turns, hands to Murray. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Just 4 yards. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Fresh set of downs here. They go with Murray again. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18. Come on, baby. Alert. Alert. We go rally. Rally.
Now Carr. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
We ready? Red 18. Red 18.
Carr going to throw here. Here's Wolford over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
To throw is Carr. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And they will line up now for the two-point try.
Here we go. Wide at the 8. Wide at the 8.
Carr will look to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
To pass, Flacco. Under pressure, and Flacco's going to be dropped. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't